What's up, guys? Welcome to Willy Davido TV. Man, it's been a minute. I've been getting a lot of your messages asking when is the next interview dropping. But you don't have to wait any longer because it is finally here. And this is an epic story. Our guest has featured on Netflix. He's a great storyteller. And this is what is coming up. Let's get it rolling. Meanwhile, hit that subscribe button.
Some time after we were done shooting, we get an email from Netflix that they want to buy the movie. So you see why I'm saying I'm lucky. On my second attempt at acting, I get a movie that just goes on Netflix. And one day I'm sleeping, I wake up and I'm like taking a nap. Let me call it taking a nap because it was during the day. I wake up and I was like, what if I visited 47 counties in 47 days with no money and no nothing, no plans?
What does your family think about all this?
This is a shocker. One, my mother doesn't know about this. Because I knew she was going to worry. I didn't want to worry her. She was going to be calling me every day. About my sisters see my statuses. And they see me in a very different countries every day. They never ask questions. They just watch and walk away. And for everyone out there who's a last born, you know when you have older sisters, they give you money. Like you will never suffer in your entire life. TikTok for me has been very interesting. What I do on TikTok is I tell stories. Everything. I'm so honest in my TikTok. If my mom got a chance to watch my TikTok and I was like, who's this boy? This is not my son.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Willy Davido TV. My guest today is there's something about people called Moses. You remember the biblical Moses, the one who made the way in the Red Sea, doing impossible stuff. My guest today is Moses, and in his own style and fashion, he's doing the impossible. Because as we speak, he's on a mission to traverse the 47 counties of Kenya within 47 days. And this is the tricky part. There's no money, no plans, no nothing. Just good vibes and inshallah. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Salimia watu mbalimbali. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Moses Gathoga. I'm 22 years old. I'm an actor. I'm a digital content creator. And it's not doing the impossible per se, but we're doing something that's really hard, but also very fun.
Yeah, it's not really impossible, but seemingly impossible.
Yeah, seemingly impossible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get to Project 47, you've mentioned that you are an actor.
Yeah.
Let us begin there. Where did this acting journey begin, and so far, how far have you gone?
Okay, so you know like how every story starts in high school with drama and everything. Mine started in high school, same thing, drama. And then after I did my Form 4, my drama teacher called me and was like, would you want to go to Kenya National Theatre and maybe try out acting? I didn't know that if you want to be an actor in Kenya, you go to Kenya National Theatre, so you go for auditions. So he tells me this and I'm like, there's no harm in trying. So I go to Kenya National Theatre one day, and on my first ever attempt at an audition, I get a role. It wasn't for like a show or a play or anything. It was for an acting workshop. And this acting workshop was being hosted by Nairobi, one of the best actresses in Kenya, one of the best hands down. So a friend I met sent me an audition for a movie called Nairobi. That's a movie I'm known for out here. We did that movie. Time after we were done shooting, we get an email from Netflix that they want to buy the movie. So you see why I'm saying I'm lucky. On my second attempt at acting, I get a movie that just goes on Netflix.
Okay, it is also important to mention that we are at Masai Mara University, the great Masai Mara University in Narok County. And before to talk about acting, how did being featured on Netflix change your life as an actor, as a person? How did that change your life?
As an actor, as a person. So I'd say, when people see you featured on Netflix, there's a picture, they think, now you have loads and loads of money. Yes, we got money. But like the thing I got more, stayed with me was like how opportunities, how like you could get anything you want in life. Like it's so easy to get things once you just put yourself in the direction of this is what I want, and then you start pacing yourself to that direction. Like you're always gonna get to that other point. And also when you put good energy out there, good energy follows you. Our good energy was us passionate about this entire thing about acting, researching things, going to auditions, talking to people, wanting to learn. That was our good energy. And then the good energy that we got back was the universe giving us this big opportunity, like 2 years into our acting careers. That's what stayed with me, like the reassurance that you could get anything you want.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is profound. Now, let us go back nyuma kidogo.
Yeah.
You've told us your name is Moses. Now we want to know, where did this guy Moses grow up at?
Yeah.
How was your childhood like? Experience?
Yeah. Okay, so I grew up in a small constituency called Kiamba. It's in
Kiamba.
Kiambu County. You know
Famous
Kiamba?
Kiamba, yeah.
Yes, the famous Kiamba. I grew up there at a village called Kawaida. My childhood was interesting. I don't remember a lot, but what I remember is I have like 3 sisters who are older than me, way older than me. And for everyone out there who's a last born, when you have older sisters, they give you money. Like you will never suffer in your entire life. So mine was like very fun. I cannot say that I lacked in like basic needs. I mean, we were not rich, but we could, like we could live comfortably. So, that was fun. The only difference between my childhood and most people's is I didn't grow up with like a full family. Mine didn't have one person. My dad passed on before I was born, so I didn't get a chance to grow up with him. So the only family I know are just my sisters and my mother.
Awesome. Then high school.
Yeah.
Where did you go to high school? I had to switch things up. Where did you go to high school? How was your high school experience? And the most mischievous thing you did in high school?
First of all, I was a good guy in high school, by the way. So I went to Ichagaki Boys High School. It's in Muranga, Maragua. So for me, high school was different, very different. High school was the first experience of going to a boarding school, and that took some time to adjust, because it was insane. You have to clean your things. Remember my sisters? Exactly. You have to clean your things. You have to wake up early. So high school was pretty crazy for me. The craziest thing that happened to me in high school was like in Form 1 when there was a strike. I didn't know there was going to be a strike. So at 2 a.m. we had rocks. People like breaking windows with slashers. I was so traumatized. I was so sure I was gonna die that year. And yeah, so high school was pretty much that.
And then you joined campus.
And then I joined campus.
Which campus did you pursue? What happened?
St. Paul's University. I was very happy about computers. That's my best performing subject in high school because the teacher was amazing. I said this everywhere. My computer teacher was amazing. Wherever you are, thank you. You were such an awesome human. So I decided I was gonna pursue computer science at St. Paul's University. So I went there, very hyped, fresher, everything is exciting. I did 1 month and it was the most boring experience of my entire life. I felt like I was dying. It's like life being sucked out of you on a daily basis. Like you wake up and you imagine, you play out the entire day that this is this and this and this and this is what is going to happen. And that was just so sad for me. The thing with my brain is I need to do things that feel interesting every time. Like I need to wake up and feel that energy to go out there. But like school was just so predictable. It's this. That's just boring. So I decided to drop out. Making that decision for me was easy. And when I did it, life became much more interesting. Yeah, life became much more interesting.
All right, now let us talk about some more interesting stuff. Because this guy is on, what do we call it? Is it a tour?
Yeah.
To traverse the 47 counties of Kenya within 47 days. Tell us about it. What drove you to that?
Yeah. Okay, so this is what happened. I was filming a show for Showmax. We might talk about that later. So after I was done filming, we took like 6 months filming, prepping and everything. So there's this moment for actors out there when you're, or maybe any artist out there, when you're like from a big project, there's this moment when it's over, you go into, now what? So I was just so bored, depressed. I was just staying in the house watching TikToks, looking for auditions, waiting for calls, And then I decided, how about, since most of my life up to now, since I dropped out, has been filming, getting filmed from another human's perspective. What if we did a project that came from my perspective. This is my story, this is how I want to tell it. So one day I'm sleeping, I wake up and I'm like taking a nap. Let me call it taking a nap because it was during the day. I wake up and I was like, what if I visited 47 counties in 47 days with no money and no nothing, no plans? Immediately I thought about that. I called someone, Roy Kanye. He was like the first person I ever called. I was like, Roy, you said you're in Juja, right? You wanna go to like 47 counties with no money? And Roy was like, yes. And then I shared my idea out there with the world, and a bunch of people said yes to the idea. And yeah, we've been traveling for 47, for 8 days now. And the thing is, when you talk about like strangers, when I say like, Moses, you're traveling with no money, how are you gonna like
survive?
How are you gonna survive? Yeah, how are you gonna move around? The thing is, when you hear about strangers, it's usually strangers are bad, right? But like with my experiences, with strangers has been amazing. The moment you give good energy, they give you good energy back. So the entire experience had to be funded and had to be made possible by strangers, people we don't know, people we've never met in our entire life.
By the way, I'm very glad that I've had the opportunity to be part of your 47 days project. How has the experience been so far? Which has been your highest moment? And if there's a low moment, what has it been so far?
Okay, woo, this is where you get the tea now. First of all, we started with a county called Nakuru. And I'm gonna say this for everyone to hear. If you ever want to move away from Nairobi and you want to go anywhere in Kenya, Nakuru County is your county. Nakuru is so beautiful, Nakuru is so clean. Nakuru has to be one of my highlights. So we got to Nakuru on 6th, and then the entire premise is strangers, yeah? So we told people that we're going to get to Nakuru. So this one guy texted us, and we meet, we tell him the story, and then the guy is fascinated. First of all, he takes us to lunch at one of the best places in Nakuru. It's called Little Garden.
I saw the video.
Lunch, be it chips, be it beef, be it ugali, was amazing. Now, see, in our minds, it was like, after we're done with this lunch, tutaenda kwake, maybe we take a couch and then we sleep. But then, the guy is like, I'm getting you guys an Airbnb for the entire night. And Airbnbs in Nakuru go for like 4,500 or something per night. We don't know this guy. But this guy is so down to do it. So he got us an Airbnb. It was so beautiful. We listened to music. He's a musician. We listened to his music. The band, they started singing. We played a bunch of games. We spent the night in Nakuru, and that was like the most beautiful experience. The next day we were supposed to go to LD. We went to LD in a truck. It was just an amazing experience. Okay. Yeah.
Your low? My
lowest has to be. Now, I don't want to call it low, but like this was hard because getting to from LD to Kisumu, that was so challenging because I got to Kisumu at night at like 10 p.m. at night. Now, the person who was hosting me in Kisumu was not in Kisumu town. The person was in Maseno University. Now, to get to Maseno, you have to get matatus in town, and those matatus ziuisha at 10. So I get to Kisumu at night, I don't even know where the stage is. I go to a boda guy, he's like, matatu zimeisha. So me niko stranded to Kisumu. I don't know what to do at this point because I can't stay here. I don't speak the language, so it's gonna be hard to like communicate with people without them knowing that I don't belong there per se. Because sometimes people are malicious when it comes to strangers. So I was like scared. But one of those moments that tell you, just have that leap of faith. I decided to walk to the stage where those matatus were. I decided not to listen to that guy. I got to the stage and it was the last matatu and it only had 2 seats left.
What?
2 seats left. I got on the matatu and went to Maseno. Now when I got to Maseno, I had to wait not to be given directions. So I get there, I get a boda and I give the guy the phone number to call the guy. Sasa where I'm supposed to go. It's around now 12 p.m. Vile nimefika Maseno, it's at night, it's raining. This guy, I get on his boda. So I had been told that tutapitia ndani ya shule. We're gonna like use a school and then the apartments ziko nyuma ya shule. This guy takes me to a different route. It's like a jungle, it's dark, there's nothing there. Now, if there was a moment that I thought I was gonna die, it was that moment. It was the moment we were, circling Maseno University. At that point, I didn't know we were going, like, in a circle. We didn't use a school. I thought he was just gonna go still rob me or something. I was very scared.
Are you afraid that something can go wrong, something might go wrong with this thing?
Yeah, I am so okay, and I'm so in tune with the fact that something could go wrong. But like, this is what I told everyone who has joined me up until this point. The thing is, something could go wrong. What if everything goes right? Like, what if this experience becomes very meaningful for everyone who's with us on the journey, and everyone who's watching from home, and everyone who's supporting? What if this is the moment that pushes someone out of their comfort zone? Like, what if this is that moment that makes you want to live kidogo tu yani, make your life more interesting? I mean, do you want to be in a house and be depressed every day watching TikToks? Or go out here, see places, see people, knowing that something bad could happen? You could be in your house and the house could just collapse. If I go out there and I was on a nice adventure, I'm so fulfilled. Like right now, I'm just okay with how life is. Like, it's.
I get you, bro.
I get
you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's I think you have a very positive mindset. That's the way to go. You've mentioned TikTok. I've been on your TikTok. You have a huge fan base. Tell us what you do on your TikTok, because it is quite different from what other people do. And how did the whole experience come to be to where it is at this moment? Because it's quite big.
Yeah. TikTok for me has been very interesting. What I do on TikTok is I tell stories.
Yeah.
Stories about my life experiences, things that have happened to me, that I've done, everything. I'm so honest in my TikTok. If my mom got a chance to watch my TikTok and I was like, who's this boy? This is not my son. But like, these are my experiences. I share them, with the world in form of stories. People kept asking for more stories. And I had lived quite an interesting life in high school. So I started telling more, my experiences, and the fan base grew. Then later I started other accounts where I talked about things I like. That account is called Stuff Moses Likes, probably one of my favorite accounts, because I got a chance to tell the world things I like, and most of them liked the things I liked. So yeah, that was such a nice experience.
Okay.
Yeah, and now Project 47.
What does your family think? This is the last question you're doing on Project 47. What does your family think about all this?
Ooh, this is a shocker. One, my mother doesn't know about this, because I knew she was gonna worry. I didn't wanna worry her. She was gonna be calling me every day. About my sisters see my statuses, and they see me in a very different countries every day. They never ask questions, they just watch and walk away. I'm sure they're gonna ask a question after, but my plan is after we're done with the 47 countries, I send the link to my mom and then she can watch it.
Ah.
So she doesn't worry. She's gonna worry.
Okay.
I don't want her to worry.
You're considered a son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a nice son.
So now let's go to Showmax.
Yeah.
You have a new show coming up.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I got a chance one day to audition for a show on Showmax. It's called Pepeta. Such a beautiful story. I don't want to say this and jinx it, but probably one of the best stories that are going to be told this year. I can say that. For sure.
What is it about?
It's about football and crime. It's a true story, actually. It's an adaptation of a true story. There was a bunch of kids in Kibera, they were friends. They were playing football together, they had a team. But then some of the friends started joining crime, and then most of them died. They were shot dead by, police. So we're trying to tell that story. And I'm actually doing this challenge with one of the people who was in the show, in the movie. His name in the show is Oti. Yeah.
Oti is, by the way, Oti is seated right here.
Oti is seated right here.
Yeah. Our cameraman will show you. Oti, you go over.
What's up, guys?
So as we finish up our interview, man, would you like to tell our viewers about the Kifunga show?
Yeah, one thing. I like saying this a lot. It's from one of my role models, I'd say, by Charlie. He says this: follow your dreams, they know the way. Just follow them. Wow. Yes.
I'm sure if I don't ask this question, pale watu kwa comment section watanimaliza. Wasichana wa Nairobi tutakosana nao vibaya sana. Kwa hivyo, for the sake of our viewers, let me ask, are you dating?
Hii swali ni ngumu, by the way. Like, on a serious note, this is what I usually say. And if you go to my TikTok, you're going to see I have a girlfriend who's not my girlfriend. It's complicated.
Tell them where they can find you.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, subscribe by the way to Willy Davido. He's awesome. Unaona hadi kuna uniform. Yeah, so subscribe to the channel. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Moses, and everywhere it's Moses Gathoga on YouTube and everywhere. Yeah. Looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys, for your time, keeping us company hapa. Moses, the future is bright. You can tell that the guy is going places. And in Project 47, we wish you all the best in your Showmax show.
Thank you.
We wish you nothing but best of luck in all your future endeavors. Yeah.
Can I do the thing with the
boom? But I used to do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.